All right,
Okay,
Cody
cool.
Simpson,
What's
welcome
going on?
back to Australia.
How are
Good, thank you. How are you?
Awesome, thanks, yeah.
Now, obviously newly single, so I thought I would hit you up on all the girl questions. You know,
Let's
Dolly
go.
Magazine, you've got a lot of female fans here.
Do it.
So let's start with...
I'm an open book.
You're an open book, that's what I like
Shoot
to
me
hear.
down.
What things do you like in a girl?
Spray tans, bleach blonde hair. I'm joking. Nah, natural, all natural, like honestly. You know, I like when a chick's like just not trying to like be, you know, anything at all, but she's just everything, you know what I mean? Like it just, like, you know, just natural everything, you know, personality, you know, looks, I guess. I mean, yeah, there's naturalness. I like natural stuff.
So what can a girl do to catch your attention?
Just be low key. I like girls that are just like low key and funny, and you know, again, like don't try too hard. Just girls that are, you know, just naturally themselves and like don't have to feel like they have to be anything else. You know what I mean? I think that's the most important thing. I think as a human being, it's the most important thing. It's just being able to just be comfortable in your own skin. You know what I mean? No matter who you are. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Now, you're obviously based in the States. Do you have a favourite place you like to take girls on dates?
In the States, yeah. Yeah, I live in Southern California, LA. So you know, it's really nice. There's a lot of nice places like in, you know, Malibu and stuff you can go, and you know, have like, you know, some places in LA that are really fun, and like in Venice, you know, we've had some like little coffee like dates in Venice that are really fun as well. So yeah.
And what about in Australia? Where would you take a girl on a date?
Depends where I am. Yeah, I'm from the Gold Coast, so I guess just, you know, some like coffee place or something. I don't know. I like, you know, I think coffee's real fun. Like, you know, to take a girl to. So yeah.
Now, if you really like a girl, how would you let her know?
Oh, obvious. You just be so obvious. I'm like, you know, like most like, you know, dudes, like I go to my friends like for like advice or whatever, like older mates of mine and stuff, and just like, you know, what do I do? Like, what, you know, they're like, back off. I'm like, I can't do that. If I'm into a chick, I'll be like,
She knows.
her up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, what's the best advice you could give to any of our Dolly readers who are going through a breakup?
I don't know. I mean, things always seem like way bigger deal at the time. You know, in any situation, like things always seem way more serious than they really are. You know what I mean? Or at least to you personally, like you'll always be caught in a moment, get real sad, and then like a week later you'll be like, why was I even bothered? You know what I mean? I'm so much better now. You know what I mean? Like I went through like a breakup and stuff, and you know, you come out a better person. You come out knowing who you are more, you know, because you have time to yourself again. When you're in a relationship or whatever, seeing a girl, you like end up becoming half of that person, because you feel like you got to be something to like you got to like change for them or something, or like you just pick up them, you know, so you become like half of yourself and half of them kind of thing, and like, you know, that kind of sucks. You know what I mean? So like, you know, me being single now, it's like I'm finally just like 100% me. You know what I mean? And it's super fun, and like going through breakup, I mean, you know, be happy that it happened, and look forward to the next, you know, adventure.
Yeah, great. Now the big question, do you prefer girls with or without makeup?
Both, you know, it depends on the occasion, honestly. You know, if you want to go out and, you know, put some makeup on, like, that's cool, but, you know, I like a girl that knows sort of when to take it off, you know what I mean? Like, some girls are, you know, like, wake up and, like, feel like I can't see them without makeup on or something, and that's super weird. So yeah, honestly, just like, you know, both, you know, when the time's right.
Would you ever date a fan?
Yeah. I mean, a fan, you know, there's so many like different ways you can sort of put that, I guess, you know. You know, if I'd like it if a girl liked what I did, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I wouldn't really want to date someone that didn't like what I do, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And finally, how do American girls measure up to Aussie girls?
It depends, because Australia is different because it's like, it's not as diverse. Like in the States, like you can go, you know, Californian girls are very, very different to girls in, you know, Texas and like, you know, the southern states, and then, you know, girls from New York are even, you know, totally different again, and they all have different like little accents and stuff, like southern accent, California accent, stuff like that. Coastal girls from California are very similar to Aussie girls, but girls like, you know, from like sort of in the middle of the states and like on the East Coast and stuff are a little bit different. But you know, you gotta, I don't discriminate really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank
For the
you.
time, yeah. Secretly, I don't know if I secretly love anyone.